nothing against OnlyFans to anybody, men or women. Do your thing, get your bag, hustle. But knowing it's like you could pay $6.99 to see my girl's butthole, I'm just like, I don't know about that shit.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wins and Losses podcast. I'm your host, Adam Perez, and you know I got the coldest co-host with me in the building. Nas over there, Nasty Nas. You know what I'm saying. You know it ain't a Wins and Losses episode unless we bring a very special guest, and we're going to get into it. We're going to introduce him in a minute. But first, I got to let y'all know we are tapping into a different category again. I know if you, day one followers have been keeping up with us in the beginning. We originally started by bringing influencers, people who are on YouTube, just trying to get their grind on, really trying to capitalize in life and, not trying to do that 9-to-5 shit, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't bagging on that, but I'm just saying, someone trying to set up some financial freedom, and we like to bring them on, talk about their wins and losses throughout their journey. So we are slowly pivoting back towards that. So if you don't want to see that type of content, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up out of here. You ain't got to watch our shit no more. But we will still be posting some OnlyFans content. So that link is still active. If you guys want to check out some females doing their thing on there, feel free to hit that link in the bio, tap on that. But today's focus, we bought a fucking Arizona legend. He's still active legend. He's doing his thing out here. You might even have recognized his face already, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself because he got a lot of credentials. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep up with that, but we got our boy Luciano up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Turn up for my boy. You know what I'm saying? What up, Luciano? How you doing, man?
Man, doing amazing. First things first, as always. I like to thank you guys for bringing me out. It's really cool to be a part of a podcast. Because I love to do podcasts, in general, because it's always a different type of vibe. It's always cool. So I'm excited for this. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk our shit. But man, today's a good day. Hell
yeah, bro. For those that don't know, you want to let them know what you do, bro, what you do around Arizona, kind of sum it up a little bit.
I do a lot. I ain't going to lie. I do a lot. But the main things, you probably might know me by, I've been in the club scene for 10 years. So I've been doing the clubs, like I said, since I was 21 years old. I recently it's about to be a year now. I opened up a restaurant in downtown Phoenix called Loaded Wiener, where you get your wiener loaded. I have a clothing brand called Who Hurt You. It's been a solid 5 years. So if your lady ever told you who hurt you, fellas, it came from me. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't get jealous. And just a lot of other businesses. A lot of other things. Can't talk about too soon. You know what I mean?
How long you been in Arizona, man?
All my life. Phoenix, Arizona, since I was, like I said, born. Grew up kind of right there, 31st Avenue in Roosevelt. Kind of switched over to North Phoenix as I got older and grew up. But yeah, man, Phoenix has been home since day one.
Yeah, so you never said fuck the AZ Heat. You rocking with it, huh?
Rocking with it, man. Like I said,
a real one.
Oh, crazy, man.
I bet. I'm guessing you're not from.
Nah, I'm not.
I love it. Like I have a sister that lives in Florida. They got to deal with hurricanes and tornadoes and all that crazy shit. Mm-hmm. And then the humid, it's too crazy for me. And then, everybody obviously wants to go to Cali. Now Cali going to have a fucking hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Hey, the government need to chill out, though. We trying to survive. But, Arizona's just always been something for me that I've loved. I just feel like there's so much that's not here yet that's going to grow into, what people might see in California and all that. So I'm already here. I'm already established. And, I want to be tapped in right here ready so I can approve people from coming into the city. That's just being honest. Bro.
So you were on Roosevelt. That's like
31st Avenue.
31st Avenue. Roosevelt.
Carl Hayden High School. That's where my Nana and Tata grew up. That's where my mom and dad went to high school. I personally never went. I actually ended up transferring over to Greenway High School, which was in North Phoenix at the time. I think there was like 10 Mexicans and everybody else was white, no racial.
At Greenway?
Yeah, Greenway was hella, like 2000. I'm older, like I said, I'm 31.
Yeah.
Greenway in 2006 and 7 was definitely predominantly white. Everybody wearing fashion, famous and stars and straps, and Osiris's and Dickie shorts and shit. But nah, man, it was cool. I wouldn't change it for the world. It was a dope high school. It was cool. And
so would you say, I guess you had you had friends? And I'm not gonna say you had friends. Like you were a loner, but I'm playing. You were you like going out like with the homies and shit like that in high school? Because that's a big pivot if you're like. You weren't doing that, and then you got into club promoting. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So I've always freshman year crazy. I got the Mexicans hated me right away. I was a freshman, and I went to prom with a senior, and it happened to be like one of the main. Obviously, like I said, it's predominantly white, but the main Mexican cholos of the high school. His little sister. So the Mexicans canceled me right away. I was hanging out. I was playing ball. I play basketball. So I was like more, with the blacks and shit. And the Mexicans did not fuck with me because he was locked in. Like everybody loved him. He was that guy that was like a year older, so he was already out of high school, but he was the one with the, the nice whips, pulling up, picking up the homies, and taking care of all the the little grams and taking care of everybody in the school. So
grams.
going to prom with his sister did not do well for me with the Mexicans, but it was cool.
Hey,
I still my own.
Did you smash?
Of course I smashed. Luciano.
Nah, you put that loaded Wiener.
Exactly. But with that being said, though, it was cool. Like I said, I already kind of was like starting to go to house parties. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like 15, 16 is when it really started to hit. And then I actually became in a party crew. You know how that goes to house parties. And shout out to UHP, Uncontrolled Hyphy players. We were doing crazy shit.
Y'all had your own.
Yeah, we had the whole thing.
Damn,
man.
in high school?
High school, we were going crazy. But that's pretty much a little.
So how'd that pivot into? Did that pivot immediately into promoting? Since you rocked with the same gang, or
no, not at all. I mean,
how'd you get into promoting? I guess.
Yeah, promoting. Like I said, I was consistent going to clubs. I was like in the 18 clubs, and then 21 hit. So I was like consistent. I just loved going out. I love vibing. I love partying. It wasn't so much of the drinking. That's the crazy thing. I was always a basketball player, so I was like chilling out. And then I got my parents. OG Pops is. If you ever seen a picture of OG Pops, he's a big motherfucker. So I was, some people are like, I don't care. I'm gonna come home drunk, underage. Nah, I was scared as fuck. I just had the most respect, and I didn't really care to drink because I had the homies that were like, oh, here, you drive. And nice whip. So I was like, I'll be the designated driver. Let me stun real quick. But so when I turned obviously 21, I was consistent going out to the clubs. And when I think it was like about to be 22, a guy came up to me named Serge. Which is the creator of Surge Nights, and he goes, yo, we see you out. I didn't really have a following, probably like 1,000 followers at the time. He's, I see you always out. You always have women around you because that's like the most important thing. He was like, want to be an MC? And I was like, what's that? And then he kind of showed me what the guys were doing. The guy was on the mic doing his shit, and I was like, all right, cool. He's like, come back next week. And then from there, it just went, now we 10 years deep. I own the company now.
Nice.
And, I got my own promoters that work for me, and it's been a blessing, bro. Like,
and what club was that?
Started out, it's called Barbecues. So the restaurant off of between Northern and Dunlap, they don't no longer do it anymore. I think they stopped it a couple years ago. But it was literally one of the top barbecue spots in the country. But it was a room that was called Barbecues. Like I said, my mom and dad went there. It was called Bobby McGee's. Then it went to Barbecues. Then it went to Q Lounge. That's where I started. Man, I remember I had the best times. At 21 years old, shirtless, had everybody's Thea taking body shots off me. I was on the mic.
What? So you're taking shots off my body.
It was literally no lie. I was like on the bar, and like there was a line of women that would take shots. I didn't care if they're skinny, they're fat, they were ugly or beautiful. They was just they loved that. They loved that attention. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like one of the number one promoters because I didn't care what they looked like. Obviously, I wasn't going home smashing. I was picky on that part, but I just do what promoters are supposed to do, and it just blew up from there. I loved it. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, the first 2 years, I kind of just didn't really care to like do business. I just was like, oh, let me make my like little like $200, my free bottles and get everybody in free. So it was pretty much just strictly partying and all that. But then once I started to realize you can make something out of this, that's when I was like, oh shit, I got more serious. And then I started to think, all right, let me put my head straight and start focusing because the partying is always going to be there. Like I said, that's 10 years deep. 10 years later, I mean, like, it's still there. Same shit. Obviously, I own the business now. Way more money's coming in. But I would literally, like I said, one thing to promoters, like, if you are going to get into the game, you can really make a business out of it. You can make some really, really good money, like over 6 figures in a year. Like, as long as you focus, as long as you stay on top of it, as long as you understand, like, don't get me wrong, impress the girls, impress the bottle poppers, all that shit, but really focus and see what you can do, So, yeah.
What, did you ever, did you have a partner that you went in with when taking the business, or was it just
I'm
like
by myself. Yeah, I'm by myself right now.
Nice.
I got, like I said, a couple promoters that work for me. It just makes the most sense because, like I said, I've already done it so many times, and I've been 10 years deep. You could do it on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, I don't have no partners. And it's not that I'm stingy or anything. It's just like right now, like say we do like Saturdays at Monarch, right? I do have 2 other like club promotion teams that work there as well, but it's not like they're business partners of mine for Surge Nights. They each have their own promotion company and all that. Like, one's a DJ, one's a promoter, but they have their company. He has his company, I have mine.
So how many people you got under you?
Under me, I have like 5 promoters right now. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Mario. You know, and that's my main one. And then, you know, we have a couple of little young ones that we're kind of on trial, you know, because like I said, being a promoter is pretty hard. Like some say like, hey, I could do it. But like they last like a month and they're like, hey, my girlfriend doesn't want me partying no more.
So what does it take for a promoter? Really though, like you gotta love partying. It seems like or you gotta love being out.
Yeah, you gotta just be a people person. I'll say it like that. And I mean, one of the number one, and I'm not gonna say her name, one of the most outgoing strippers in Arizona. She was a promoter for me. And then she blew up on OnlyFans. She blew up on everything. And she always tells me every time she sees me, she's like, yo, like, I appreciate you because you brought me out of my shell. I wasn't trying to get her to do OnlyFans. I didn't know she was doing
that upon herself.
I didn't tell you go suck some dick on the camera. But you know, she's like, you brought me out of my shell. You showed me that, like, I could be outgoing. And being outgoing is going to make me, you know, people want to, like, react to me. Because if you stay quiet, you're never going to get opportunity. If you don't introduce yourself, you're never going to get an opportunity to do whatever you do. You know what I mean? And it's even there was a one point in my promotion, I was like, I'm the shit, I'm the man, I got the baddest of the baddest bitches. I'm cool, like too cool for school. And I probably missed out on so many opportunities. Damn. And then the more that I opened up, the more that I became cool, started introducing myself, realizing that like being the best in the room is not gonna get you anywhere. Then that's when shit really like popped off for me. That's when like I got sponsored by Hennessy, I got sponsored by Estrella Jalisco. I was in a short film movie. Just the opportunities came because they're like, oh, this guy's approachable, he doesn't care for the club shit. Because everybody could be a promoter. Like I'll say it like that. As long as you're outgoing, as long as you know how to sell bottles, you know, the sky's the limit, you know?
Is that really where the bread's at? That's what it is. They're just selling bottles, right?
Fucking selling bottles. Yeah, I mean, it just all matters. Like I said, right now, we split door. You know, we get a percentage of the bar. So obviously you want people to spend bread. You want the ballers. And it goes from there, man. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, like I said, there's so many ways to make it. You know, if you want to be a videographer for a promotion team, you can make good bread.
Yeah,
you know?
I got you.
And it goes from there.
And damn, okay. So what do you think, like, after being, how many years have you been in the club?
10 years.
10 years? 10 years being in the club. What's, like, the craziest shit you've seen? Like, you know, in Arizona, I've seen videos, bro, like, you know, people fucking, bro, putting bottles up their pussy, putting fucking,
doing
crazy shit. So, what's one of the craziest things?
Obviously, you see the fights all the time. You know what I mean? You see the fights all the time. But I think the craziest shit was that I personally seen that I witnessed, like it was from here to this black chair. A dude was fingering the fuck out of his girl, but not giving a fuck. Like her legs were just open at the club. Like everybody's kind of like recording and shit. And like, and it wasn't one of those situations because I mean, like, oh, well, maybe he drugged her. No. Homegirl was like, that's her man. Like they was doing their thing and like, and I just was like on the microphone at the time. And I was
were all turning that up.
I was like, is this really going down right now? Like, you know, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm an asshole. I'm on the mic. If I'm on the mic, I mean, obviously I chilled out a little more. I don't want to call them my kids, but like the younger crowd, you know, do the thing. Cause I'm 31, no 21-year-old really knows me. So I'm like, let me get a younger promoter and it's a cycle of life. And some of these old heads need to just stop. Drop the mic and get you like somebody younger, let them hype up the crowd. Nobody knows what fucking some of the slang y'all say anymore. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if somebody fell in front of me, I'm on the mic like nobody saw that shit. Nobody saw you fall. Like
called them out type shit.
Not give it a fuck. But no, that's some of the craziest shit. You know.
Wait, so let me get this. This girl was just getting fingered by her man,
like just whole
at a section
open,
or like at the bar.
At their section, at their section. And it was just them two.
Oh, so it was just no one else around him.
Nobody else was around him, so it was not like, oh shit, he's trying to hide it. She's
on
top
like it
of
was
him.
open.
Yeah, it was open.
Boy, that's crazy.
And it was funny. It was funny because it was like at the club at the time. It's now it's called 1111. Had nothing to do with them, but it was another club prior to that.
Yeah.
And it was a different setup and everything, but it was like upright. So like everybody's looking up, like seeing that shit in the corner. You know what I mean? It was wild, but that's like I said. I've seen a lot, man. I've seen women.
You seen the girl sucking that dude's foot and shit? Were you there?
Oh yeah, when she took her sock off. Nah, I never seen shit like that.
That was your foot?
I know, right?
That was Luciano's foot.
I miss you. I know you at. Nah, but yeah, man. I've seen a guy get hit in the face with a bottle, like just crazy shit, bro. And the bottle didn't break. It was just like ding.
Oh
that
damn!
Motherfucker got a hard ass head.
Exactly.
It hit my ass on the mic, instigated like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? But
some Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah, you see some crazy shit in it, and like I said, I always tell people like this, man. 9 times out of the 10, you're always gonna get, you know, bitches that want to go out to get fucked. You want to see, you know, you're gonna see guys that want to go out there to just spend money. Sometimes women don't even want to be bothered. You're gonna just get motherfuckers that want to go to the club to fight. They just look for some shit. But man, the clubs is supposed to be where you go in and just like let everything go. free, man. Like, have a
feel
good
that.
time, get some drinks in your system, whether you're celebrating a divorce, a birthday, a fucking graduation. Just like, I always try to tell people that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a knucklehead at 22. I love to fight. I was like, I'll see you outside, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? But, and we got into a couple fights at the club, but man, I always try to tell people that, like, just have a good time, you know, vibe out, you know? I ain't against fighting, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta check a motherfucker, it is what it is. But if you wearing $3,000 shoes to the club and you mad because a motherfucker stepped on that shit,
yeah, exactly.
you in the wrong fucking areas. Like, I'll go step on your shit on purpose. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Hey,
Be
so
like that.
so how do you feel like about women that do bottle service, like as far as, you know, yeah, everyone's trying to get their bag, so you kind of respect it in that way. But I guess if your girl was a bottle girl, like, how do you would you
Yeah.
cuff a girl that's a bottle girl, or how do you feel about that?
No, for sure. I mean, I
Okay.
think two of my main relationships, they were bottle girls. One was a bartender and then one was a bottle girl. Us working together was kind of like, I'm a Scorpio, so I ain't gonna lie, automatic. I'm a little toxic motherfucker. Like, I snap, you know what I mean? But nah, all bullshit aside, it was cool because it was like a team thing. But at the same time, you know, motherfuckers are gonna test it. Once they find out you guys are together, they're gonna, and then maybe they don't like you.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to put the hand on the hip and like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you want a Bucanas and soda water. Back the fuck up. Like, you ain't gotta fuck, she can't hear you by you putting your arm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just all about finding that woman that is in the scene, in which some say, oh, it's impossible. I know bottle girls that literally respect themselves, that are going to school, they're just trying to get by, and they're not over here fucking everybody just because the motherfucker bought an ace of spade. But, you know, obviously, it's about how they respect themselves. You know what I mean? I see a lot of like podcasts and a lot of quotes where it's like, you can't get mad at the woman, like you can't get mad at the guy at the end of the day if she's replying, kind of giving him that feeling to like come back and like, oh yeah, you're okay to put your arm on me. Like one of my exes, like I've witnessed it where she didn't know I was watching, but she slapped the fuck out of a dude's arm, like back the fuck up, which is what you want. Cause I didn't have to go handle that. I didn't have to go to him. Obviously, I asked her like, oh, how's your night going? Knowing she's gonna be frustrated, literally like 3 seconds after this. Oh, how's your night? Oh man, this motherfucker over here. All right, cool. Say less. Talk to security. Hey, tell this fool to keep his hands to himself.
Yeah.
Or come touch my hip because I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah,
like,
word.
you know what I mean? But you know, everybody's gonna judge no matter what. It's just all matters who you go with and who you get. A big question of mine I always get: would you date an OnlyFans girl? I couldn't.
That was the
Out of
next one.
respect, I know, no
We're
offense.
gonna get into that. Yeah.
No offense, you know what I mean? No offense. I just know that I got my family on social media. I got OG mom, OG pops. And, you know, I get it. It's a new generation. They understand it. You know, they older. They're in their 60s, but they understand the whole thing. I just, nothing against OnlyFans to anybody. Man or woman, do your thing. Get your bag, hustle. But knowing it's like you could pay $6.99 to see my girl's butthole, I'm just like, I don't know about that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
That's just me.
what if it's you and your girl, like you fucking her?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Would you be
Like it's just y'all.
I guess you would have to
just
be
y'all.
one.
I mean, you just have to be very, very confident with that relationship. Because look,
Exactly.
you got Adam 22 over here. He was cool
Fucked
with
up.
it, and he's happy. He's happy as fuck. But
I
look,
would. You know what? How do you feel about that situation?
I
Let me ask, how
think-
do you feel about Adam 22 letting Jason fuck the shit out of his girl?
I just feel like the one that got me the most is afterwards when he interviewed her. She was like, "Yeah, it took a couple of days," and he was like, "Oh, it was pretty quick." No,
know, right?
no, motherfucker, it took a week for your girl's vagina to fucking
be
be
good,
okay. Like okay, and it's funny because they fuck like multiple women, like they do the
Bro,
whole
yeah,
threesome shit.
yeah.
But it just took one guy to fuck his bitch, and that's gonna fuck his life up for the rest of life. Nobody's gonna take him ever serious. I don't care if he bought her a Lamborghini. I don't care if he got $10 million. Like, bro, your relationship's fucked, and they just got married. So it's like, damn, do you really like love that girl?
And they
Like,
got a kid. I think they got a
shit.
kid or
I don't
something
know
too.
what they got going on,
Bro, I think that's the
It
wildest
couldn't
shit.
be for me. It couldn't be for me.
Hell no.
But
Like
if it's
that.
for you, do your thing.
Look,
The
my
world's
name
gonna
may
clown.
be Adam, but I ain't on that same shit, bro. You got me fucked up. I will never let someone. I don't give a fuck what dollar amount. And every dude that he brings on, no jumper, just to interview about
ask
that
him the
whole
same
topic.
question.
Yeah, they asked him the same question. Everyone's like, "Fuck no, you're crazy, bro." Like,
Crazy.
yeah, like, bro, that's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like
I
that's
feel like
just
it's like no respect to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's no
man,
respect. Like being in a relationship, if you know it's a bit insecure, whatever. People are like, "Oh, you're insecure if you don't allow your girl to go out with her friends." There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it's like you think I'm gonna send my girl to Vegas with all her whole ass friends to act like she's single at a table. Which every girl I've ever dated, and I'll say this, have been gorgeous, have been beautiful, I've been blessed. My game on point, I guess. I don't know, but like I know they're gonna get hit on.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I like? You know, not saying I'm like don't go, like live your life. You know what I mean? But it's like at the same time, like. Why the fuck would I really truly push that? Like, yeah, go ahead, have fun. Unless I'm cheating or fucking around.
Or you don't give a fuck. Exactly.
Or you just fucking clueless.
Clueless.
There's niggas out here that's just
Oh, dog.
clueless.
Oblivious to
Oh my
everything,
God.
bro.
That's
Just
just
retards.
clueless.
Like I said, I'm 31, bro, and I'm not even trying to be the biggest pimp in the world, bro. But from 20, well, all my life, but from 21 to 26, I was a savage. Like, I took wedding rings off. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I did not give a fuck because I had it like that. I was a young kid with a Corvette. I was fucking 6-pack. I was tatted. I was like, man, anybody like that I wanted that threw it at me, I was going for it. Now I have more respect. I'll be honest with you. I have told women like, nah, I'm good. You married. Like, chill the fuck up. You have 6 kids. Back the fuck up. Like, but like, motherfuckers need to understand, like, oh, well, I got it like that. I know my woman's not gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If I were to pop, if a handsome motherfucker were to pop a bottle of 42, and her friends are like, oh, he wants you, come on, go, so we can sit with him. You gonna tell me that shit don't happen? They all going.
Bro, that's a
Babe,
fact,
you gotta
bro.
understand, my feet hurt. I didn't want to stand on. Then you must. Then let me send you some money to buy a fucking bottle service. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, send your girl with some bread to go, like, get a table with her friends. You know?
Bro, you're just letting your girl advertise herself at the
That's
club.
all it is. And there's nothing wrong with and people like, well, they can see it, but they can't touch it. Shut the fuck up.
That one I hear that one all the
I
time.
heard that. I've
You got
heard
me
that from
fucked up.
Fashion Nova models, and it took me a bottle of
That's
Ace of
just-
Spade, and I touched it. Get the fuck out of here.
All it takes is just the right dude to come around, bro. That's really on that
all
shit,
it
is feeling it,
is,
and he'll take the bitch, bro.
100%.
Like,
100%.
just
Oh,
how
I
it
got a
is.
Lambo outside. 9 times out of the 10 is rented, but that's all it takes. Just because, and then you got the friends that already probably don't like you as the boyfriend because you took them away.
Yep.
Especially when you're dating the girl in the group that's like the provider of like, motherfuckers want her, so of course the friends are gonna be welcome to go to the table too. Man, that's going to war with them. That's why I always say it like this: when I get in a relationship, respect the friends as much as you can, because the last thing you want to do is go to war with the friends, because they are gonna go against you
all the time, all the time,
all the
bro.
time, all the time.
Anytime y'all get in an
Man, he's
argument, who's
probably-
she going to?
Man,
Her
he's
friends.
probably doing something like
Yeah,
you feel
he's
me?
probably
Getting
doing
her
something,
head for real.
Put shit in her head.
I'm already
Oh,
knowing
for
it.
sure, for sure.
That's always how it works. So you think like if how would you feel if you were at you had a girl, right? You had a girlfriend, and she was out at the Drake concert, and Drake invited her to go on the party bus.
Oh shit.
Are you letting your girl go on the party bus, or you're not letting
I'm
her
a
go on the
Drake
party?
fan. I don't know.
Hey, you
My
said
bad.
I'm a Drake fan.
Hey, tell him to give me some a Lambo or something. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I mean, fuck,
How you
bro.
feel
It just-
about that?
It just all
Straight
goes back to trust, bro. It's like that's a life
You
experience.
gonna let your girl go on the Drake party bus?
Listen.
No, you're not, dog. Come on, man. Oh,
Nah, I
no.
just feel like in general though, just everything in general, bro. Like it's about your girl. Like you got to be with a girl that's willing to be like, you know what? No celebrity, because there's celebrities. They got money. They got all the everything, right? But 9 times out of the 10, they're human beings just like you. I could, if I really wanted to, I can go auto-tune the fuck out of my voice and become a rapper because I know how to market myself. I know how to be that person. I got the right people that, hey, let me borrow your Lambos, let me borrow your G-Wagon, let me get the ice real quick. And I'm pretty sure, especially being Latino, because Latino artists really ain't doing much right now. No offense to all my Latino artists. You know, I know a couple rappers, salute to y'all, but like, you could be in the same level as him. You know what I mean? Nothing against like Smiley, Drake's artist. How the fuck is he famous? Get you better.
Drake, yeah,
bro,
it's
what
Drake
the
shit,
fuck? Imagine being his homie.
Yeah.
Like in the studio, and you're just like, oh man, I'm chilling. Let's bring some bitches, and then the homies, what the fuck? Hell no. But yeah, like I said, it's just anybody could become famous. It's like it's all about having that woman. Like not even about training her. It's just more the sense of, hey, what would happen if Kim K were to be like, Luciano, hop on the bus? How would you feel?
Shit, me.
You want free Skims, bitch? Like what
Shit.
the fuck?
You
I'm on
gonna
that
sell her with the
bus.
Skims?
My phone died.
He not lying though.
Yeah,
he
so
not
it
lying.
goes both ways,
It
bro. And it's all
does.
about having that serious. I will say this to anybody. I'm 31. I've been in multiple relationships. I've fucking been a hoe. I've done it all. I will say this: if you are going to be in a relationship and you get to that point after a couple months, don't do it right away, because right away it's a honeymoon. Do it 6 months to maybe a year and have that serious conversation. Like, hey, if you were in this position, what would you do, and what would you want me to do? Put yourself in my shoes. I say that so much to my relationships. Put yourself in my shoes. Yeah, you're right, babe. You know what? I wouldn't want you to get on the bus with fucking Kim K or fucking Ice Spice or whoever the fuck's singing nowadays. You know what I mean?
Ice
Becky
Spice.
G or anybody else. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you gonna fight with the person you love, the person you maybe even live with, for one night? For what? So you could say, I was on the party bus with Drake.
Yeah.
And he probably don't even want you. He maybe
I was about to
want some
say,
other
bro,
bitches.
you don't need-
What if his girl's on the bus? Like now you just look like a hoe.
You're just a
You
dumbass,
look like
yeah.
you got fucked. You know what I mean?
No
So
word.
I'm telling you.
She didn't come back home limping and shit. What you gonna say?
It's crazy, bro.
4 days.
No
It
word.
took me 4 days. He's like, it was quick. Dumbass.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think the fact that if my girl even asked that question to go on the bus, that would set it off right there for me. You know
That
what
will
I'm
know
saying?
where her
Yeah,
mindset's at.
exactly. Now I know. Okay, well, you know, like Yeah, nah, that shit, she ain't even the right one. But
Nah.
yeah, bro, fuck that shit. Nas, how you feeling about that? Would you?
No,
You let your girl go on
you're
the drug
crazy.
bus, bro?
No,
You
you're
don't get to dodge this
crazy.
question.
You're crazy. No, you know I'm
Damn,
not.
bro. Because you know who's worse? It's not even the fucking artist. It's the homies.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not
Oh,
even
I
worried.
didn't even think about that.
I'm not even
I
worried.
didn't think about that.
I'm
You're
not
right.
even worried about
You know they
them
got gang
because,
with
you feel
them.
me? Everybody knows who the fuck. You feel me?
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Brown. Or,
100%.
you feel everybody know who the fuck that. Who's them niggas though?
Yeah.
Like them other 8 niggas that's on the
Yeah.
bus. Like who are they?
That are always gonna have the blunt in their ear and a fucking bottle of
Man,
42.
and
Like,
they all got that shit. You feel me?
yeah, and they're
it's-
all put
yeah.
on. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, because I've been a homie like that. I have homies that are artists. They're very, very big in the Mexican, music industry, the corridos and all that shit. And I've been that one homie that was at the club, and they were like, "Yo," girls would come up to me because they knew, okay, you ain't nobody that I've seen, but you're next to him.
with
So
him.
how the fuck do I chest mate over here? And which obviously motherfuckers are always gonna want women at their table. I mean, I'm one of those guys that like literally like, man, less than 4 homies and like a bunch of bitches, right? And yeah, that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? And women are smart, just like motherfuckers are smart. Women are smart.
They
You
know.
know what I mean? They already know what's
They
up.
know.
They know what's up. Because I'm the type of motherfucker that I would be like, all right, there's 4 girls at the bar. I'm not gonna go for the baddest one. I'm gonna go for the cute, decent one, or maybe even the like, and be like, hey, you guys should come have drinks. If I go straight to the pretty one, she's used to that shit. Cool. I'm gonna get her jealous by asking the friend that never gets picked on, and then they all gonna come.
Damn, bro, you fucking putting
y'all
them on
motherfuckers
game
on
right now,
game.
dog.
Y'all
That's
motherfuckers, bro.
You putting too much out. You charge for that shit,
Yeah,
man.
for real. But no, that's just how it goes. But yeah, like back to the whole thing, it's not the artist. And if the artist does get to it, is what it is. But yeah, it's like the homies are gonna be hard. They're literally gonna be the ones
the
like
crew. It's
you know
the
what I mean?
crew.
You don't
They're the
think-
ones dogging
Hey,
your
you don't
bitch.
think, I mean, I know he's married and all that shit, but you don't think like throughout the career, Chubbs fucking lived his best fucking life being Drake's right hand man?
You know he did.
Probably,
right
bro, the
hand
best.
man.
And
Right
it
hand
was
man.
low
true.
key too, and it was low key.
Low key as fuck. He chilling. He look. I
That's
don't know
true.
what he does. He's a security guard. He's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
producer.
Just there.
He's blunt roller. I don't know what he does.
But
But
he's there.
Yeah, he's there.
Gonna see him.
and the thing is like, oh well, the girl said, oh, I'm not a fan of Drake. Cool. Well, I got party next door, bitch. Come over here. Like,
Man.
he's good. He's like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. And I'm over here questioning myself because
Damn.
I mean, I've been in the club scene 10 years. I'm not really one to book artists because it just here and there, yes, but in reality, right now in Arizona, to me, it doesn't make sense because it's like some would say, oh well. What if you break even? Aren't you happy? Like you look cool. I don't give a fuck to look cool. I want my pockets to be fat. Like I do not care to meet no celebrities, artists, and shit. And they're booking Chubbs everywhere. These big like companies, these big clubs, and they're booking, thinking Drake's gonna come, but he's not, bro. He is not gonna walk in with him. Like, and that's why I'm telling you. Or when they book their DJs, like, oh yeah, bro, they gave me they offered me Bad Bunny's DJ for $12K, and I was like, why the fuck would I book his DJ? Like, what does he really do besides press play at the concerts and say, you
Nobody
guys
knows who
ready
the
for
fuck
Bad
he
Bunny?
is. Yeah.
You guys ready for Bad
You guys ready for
Bunny?
Bad Bunny? Like, why the fuck am I ready for it? Bro, like, here's 2K and 2 bottles. Like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so I can have it's not paying for him, it's paying for the flyer at the
Playing for
concert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really what it
but
is.
that's
It's
just
the
me.
name.
Everybody's different though. Everybody's different, and that's just my mindset. And it's also too the race of the clubs. Like me, I'm Mexican,
True,
so
true,
my nights
true.
are predominant Latin and hip hop. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got blacks, we got Mexican, we got Chinese, we got white,
Yeah.
but predominant is more reggaeton.
Yeah.
And then when they're like, oh man, fuck this shit, I don't want reggaeton, I want hip hop. They go upstairs. Then I got banda live. Like, now they're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like when I just got offered for $4,500. No offense to the guy that sent me this, but he's out of town. The guy from This Is Why I'm Hot. That song. This is why I'm hot. Where the fuck he been at, and why are you charging $4,500? Like,
Where you been at?
hey, how about this? Just 2 aces of spade, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just sing your one song and get the fuck out of my way. Like, I don't know. It's just I'm
Sing
just being
your one
honest,
song,
bro.
yeah,
I'm just being honest. That's just been me, and that's why I do like put people on though. Like I'll be like, all right, cool. I won't book you, but I know this club would. So here you go. And I don't even ask like, oh, here, give me like $500 to do that. Nah, I don't mind it. Like next time you come out with the artist, maybe I do want, then I'll do
Then
it.
we
But
can talk. Yeah.
yeah, that's how you gotta be. But if there's some people that are selfish as fuck, like selfish. I just want to keep everybody for themselves. It's wild.
Vin, you want to come fix this mic?
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
That shit
So what
all up on my stomach.
What
Nah,
like what clubs are popping in AZ right now, bro? I don't really be
where
going
you-
out.
yeah,
My
where
boy
you-
Nas
where
be
you-
going out
where-
like that.
Yeah,
So.
where you be at?
So right now, obviously, Saturdays. I'm at Monarch Theater. I've been there for like 5 years. Pretty much 5 years. So I'm always obviously gonna say my Saturday nights are popping. All the women, invite everybody out. It's a vibe. It's cool as fuck. I just started, and I've been wanting to do this my first time in 10 years. I've been in the club scene, an all R&B night. I love R&B music. I'm one of those motherfuckers. I know I look big as fuck, look like a monster, but in reality, bro, if they were to be like, what are you gonna play in the car? fucking trap, or you gonna play some sad ass slow music? I'm gonna pick this shit because that's just my vibe.
That's
You know what I mean? You know, especially if you're gonna be with a women.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck am I gonna play some Killer Little Dirk shit when I'm like, yo, let me play some Avant, separate it real quick and separate the legs. You feel me? Like, I'll just be honest. You know what I mean? So I just started a R&B night. It just was started this past Thursday, and it's dope because it's like a hookah lounge. So like, shout out to Sam Sara, it's a hookah lounge. My brother Ali, the whole family. It's in downtown Phoenix, and it's dope because there's some people that don't want to go to clubs. You know what I mean? So it's like a hookah lounge where it's one room is straight like bar, you know, vibes, hookah lounge, full food menu. There's another room, same type of vibe, and then there's an outside patio. So it's like, you know, like I said, everybody's different. And your
That's
group,
fire.
three of
Yeah, I
them
like
might
that.
want to like party, and then two of them might just want to chill. You know,
yeah.
and they ain't got no excuse. Like, hey, come vibe, come drink. Nah, I'm not drinking tonight. All right, come smoke hookah. Oh, I'm not smoking hookah. Well, there's a full food menu. I know you hungry, bitch. Like, come eat. You know, so. And it's all R&B, bro, and it's just a vibe because you got people standing up, fake microphones, singing, and it's always gonna be a hit. And I just started that, and it was a success. So that's what I'm doing every Thursday. But off of me, like besides me working, I gotta throw a big shout out to 1111 whenever I want to like listen to some hip hop shit. So Bootleg Kev, Corey, Davion, they do it in Old Town Scottsdale. As far as Old Town Scottsdale, like Casamigos and all that shit, man, it's a hit or miss.
Who runs
man.
that shit, Casamigos? Who be promoting over there?
I don't know. It's a bigger company.
It's not like a hip hop club though,
No,
right? Because
no,
every
no.
time I go there,
Yeah, it's like some little bit of Kevin Gates and then it turns into some techno shit. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, they was playing a little bit of shit.
Yeah, they play, you know.
that's what I'm saying. Like
It's
every
hit
time
or
I go
miss.
there, it's
It's
gotta
hit or
be.
miss.
It was
It's hit or
different than
miss.
like some
It's
of the
different.
other
No,
shit.
they're cool, bro. It's just I just feel like me, like if I can't walk in with some dunks or some ones or like, you know, one time they tried to be like,
We had
hey,
that, bro.
they were like no Converse. They told me this, and I was like,
Oh,
bro, these are Dior. First of all, that's Dior one. Two, I'm like, how the fuck you don't let this dusty motherfucker over here?
Yeah.
No offense to that guy, he just happened to be there. But now, and I was a little off looking.
Yeah, but
I'm like, how the fuck you gonna? And I literally was like, how the fuck you gonna let those in? And then I think it was funny. It was like, just imagine like a blue collar white boy with a little
I can
blonde
tell.
comb
Just
over
there's
it.
some
He's like,
innocent
oh,
dude.
come on, man. He literally said, oh, come on, man. I'm like, it's like the fact that like that shit, I had to fucking buy a bottle of like Don Julio Repple for $900. Goddamn. But I don't know. Old Town Scottsdale's my least favorite.
No,
It used to be popping, bro. Like all the clubs used to be popping like crazy. But like even like 2021, 2 years ago, man, it was cool. Sunday fun, everybody's there and all that shit. Especially when you know like Bottle Blonde was done by Latinos, blacks. You know they show love to us. Like 2 years ago, I don't know. Now it's like you can't wear camouflage. Like what the fuck you mean? Like what do you? They find any excuse? How you not gonna let somebody? One time they didn't let the homie in because he had a baseball jersey on. I was like, bro, we just left the Diamondbacks game. Like, it's a Diamondback. Oh, well, I'm sorry, we're not letting in jerseys. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Just say you don't like blacks or Mexicans. Just, just tell us that,
That's
you know
how
what I
it
mean?
is, bro.
But some spots here, like I said, big shout out to 1111. Pretty Please is cool as fuck too. Nightclub wise as well. Monarch Theater.
So you're pretty much busy the whole week? Or like, what's your? I know you just.
As far as like working right now, like I said, I just picked up that second night.
Okay.
But like if you were to talk to me like 10 years or like 6 years ago, I was doing a night every night.
God damn,
Every
that's
night, bro.
exhausting as fuck,
I
bro.
did industry Mondays at High Five for a little bit when it was, like I said, 10 years ago. It was way different than now. I would do, I've done international. It's no longer there now. It's called Cake. I worked at Bobby Q's, of course. I worked at a club called Lux, which if there's one club that I wish could come back, it's called Lux. It was in downtown Phoenix, right next to Monarch in a way. I was there for a solid 6 years. That was just my shit, bro. On a Friday night, Lux.
Why?
It's fucking crazy. It was just a vibe, bro. It was like a hallway club, so it wasn't like really big, but it was long. And man, like just as a promoter, money wise, motherfuckers would like fucking spend to get those main 4 tables, the first 4 tables, because across was a DJ booth, so just money wise, but just a vibe too. Like never really drama. It was just a good time. Staff was amazing. It was just I feel like no club can touch it, and I'm just throwing that out there, you know. It was just a vibe, and the DJs were right, and everything was cool. So Club Lux, just a setup too.
I feel like, bro, bouncing from club to club, all that stuff that helps set you up, like, you know, networking and everything.
Yeah.
And then I know you started your clothing brand, which probably helped with that too, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Your clothing brand is Who Hurt You?
Who hurt you? Yeah.
So who hurt you, bro?
Nah, yeah. I always say this to everybody. Everybody's like, oh, so what girl hurt you for you to create this brand? Has nothing to do with that. It was a little bit of 2 stories. It was one, my homegirl got hurt. She was the one that got cheated on, and we were on the way to a trip to Rocky Point, Mexico, and she decided to hop on the bus with us, or hop on the car. Like, I'm gonna go. We're like, all right, whatever. But she was like, she was always wild when she was not in a relationship, but when she was, she chilled the fuck out. So she was cheated on, heartbroken, so she was about to go crazy. So she kept, at the time I liked this girl that I brought with me, and I wanted to be respectful. These 3 women are like, I can be like, shut up, bitch. Like, that's my like, sis,
that's true.
you know? She's not my real sister, but like, they're like, you know, you got homegirls that you could just fucking bullshit
I
around.
got you.
Yeah, and she just kept saying, motherfuckers ain't shit, dudes ain't shit, da 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 da. And usually I would have been like, man, bitches ain't shit, you know. But I had this girl I liked. So I was like, oh, I don't want to be disrespectful. You never know. So I was like, nah, I'm good. And she kept saying it. I hosted out there in Rocky Point. We partied. We did our thing. The whole crying. We did the whole fucking thing. Like, she would be good. She'd be sipping, and then she'd start crying. And then she would be good. So I'm like, yo, just chill the fuck out, chill the fuck out. The next day, I'm a loud person, but at the same time, when we're like, one, everybody's already hungover from drinking all night. We're at this, if you've ever been to Rocky Point, it's called La Malecon, like all the restaurants, all the bars, Bullfrog, all the clubs. And we're eating, and there was like other families there because it's like 4th of July weekend, you know. And she kept saying, fucking dudes ain't shit, dudes ain't fuck this. But I'm like, yo, stop cussing. Like, this is like, you know what I mean? Have some respect for the kids around. And then I was like, yo, who hurt you? And she stayed quiet. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, hell yeah. I just said something. Fucking wrote that in my, I've done this, bro. I've done this since I was 25. I wrote it in my notes, just who hurt you? And then I'll put reason why I put that. Right? Yeah. Didn't think nothing of it. Cool, that was that situation. Didn't say shit. She had a good time the rest of the trip. Another time, a year, like 6 months later, not a year, a girl came up to me, took a picture with me. She's like, hey, Luciano, real quick, hey, can I get a picture? All day, hell yeah, run it. Boom, took a picture. I wasn't all up on her. Wasn't even my type. Whatever, boom, walked away. She went that way, I went this way. Didn't get her social media, didn't get her number. Later on that night, like 3 a.m, I got a fucking paragraph. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fuck you up. You don't know who you're fucking with. Da, da, da. I know you're at this club every night. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, yo, who hurt you? I wrote that. I was like, who hurt you? And I didn't reply back. I think I was like busy with somebody. And then 2 days later, I get a text or a message from that guy again. And he was like, yo, man, I just want to start off by saying I apologize. I feel like a fool. Da, da, da. I was like, yo, bro, like, what happened? Like, I'm not going to feed into your shit. I'm supposed to be dead right now. You told me I was going to die 2 days ago. What happened? And he was like, well, my girl, you took a photo with my girl. We were fighting. She sent me the photo and said, I fucked Luciano.
Oh, my God.
Lied on my fuck. I thought only dudes do that, but I guess women do it too. Lied on my fucking name, which is like, you got to think about this. And this is a very serious moment because there's people that probably been killed because of bitch lied. And in the same way, it goes both ways. Because I know some women that will smoke a motherfucker too. And I was like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, man, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, you know, like, I'm glad I didn't feed into that shit. And he was like, I'm just want to apologize. I'm done with her. I even turned into his therapist. I'm like, yeah, you should drop her if she's willing to do that. And then he was like, but bro, man, like, I didn't know what to say to your, like, who hurt you? I didn't know what to say. When I tell you he said that, I was like, cool. I literally went to 101font.com, typed in who hurt you, picked the font I liked, put it on a t-shirt, and it fucking blew up from there. 5 years later. Dope. So 5 years later. And you can use it in so many ways. I mean, I did, I kind of don't really do it, but a lot of people have been asking me to bring them back. Every Friday, for 146 Fridays now, because I think it's like 146 I look. So every Friday I would do a Who Hurt You Friday. Introduce myself. What's going on, my beautiful people? It's your boy LucianoKnowsBest here for another Who Hurt You Friday. Boom. And I'll talk about some shit that will cause a motherfucker to be hurt. Like, motherfuckers be like, I'll say, like, perfect example, if I'm recording with my phone, like, motherfuckers be talking about my club events saying they whack, they boring, there's no bitches. It's like, just because a bitch don't want to go to you don't mean my shit's whack, your game whack. Who hurt you? And I would do different things, and people would like hit me up like, hey, talk about this, talk about that, talk about this, because everybody's been in situations, and it blew up. And then I started to throw it on t-shirts. Like I said, I kept it very simple. I didn't really like, I like to dress fresh, I like to do it, but I'm not into like fashion where I'm like, let me cut up shit and do it. I just slap it on t-shirts, slap it on, oh, I want a hoodie. Cool, slapped it on a hoodie. Cool, slapped on this, you know, and it just blew up from there.
Do you think a lot of hurt people go to clubs?
Oh, for sure. There's a lot of people that have been cheated on. There's a lot of people that are just sad, that just want to, like, they think going to a club, you know, which there are people out there that are just going strictly out there to get fucked or strictly looking for some real quick pussy or same thing, women, they're looking for some dick just to get back at their dude or even lie and post some fake shit, you know what I mean? Trust me, my tattoo hand has been, like, taking a picture of this and why are you at Luciano's table? Why? Because I'm the promoter, obviously. You know? Why are you right there? But I don't explain no more. I'm just like, bro, get your bitch. Like, that's it. Get your bitch. I don't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, if I'm at dinner and she takes a photo of mine, then it's different. I'm trying to fuck your bitch. Like, it's some shit like that.
I'm trying to fuck your bitch.
I'm trying to fuck your bitch. Crazy, but you just got to be honest, man. That's just what it is. But, yeah, man, I've been blessed. Who Hurt You's been for 5 years now. And I just thinking of different things, thinking of different ways. You know, like I said, I will say this to anybody in the clothing brand industry or any business. get that trade mark real quick. Get that LLC before you even post that it's coming soon. Make sure that shit is approved and cleared because there's some haters. Like I've literally had people they've created, I have the Who Hurt You LLC, but they created the official Who Hurt You. Then they were trying to be a clothing brand. Then they created, and they literally kind of had my lettering, but not really.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. People send me, there's a lawyer, I know I talk different things, but there's a lawyer in Cali it says Who Hurt You is his slogan. Oh, Luciano, trademark, sue him. You can't. It doesn't have my lettering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he had my lettering, my font, or my, like, the way I use it, then you could sue him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the first person to say Who Hurt You ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So definitely trademark that shit and, you know, go from there. That's why a lot of people are creating these shoes and they're getting the fucking, what is it, Nike's like suing a lot of these companies, you know? Oh, it looks like my shit. You know, you just got to be super duper careful, you know? If I were to put Who Hurt You on a Nike jacket and they really wanted to kill me, like they really wanted to be like, oh, we're suing you, they could. So be careful on that shit. Just keep blanks, you know, or if you got that one for yourself, do that. But
you got a Who Hurt You wiener?
Nah.
That's not on the menu.
Just my pants, my boy. No.
Not
yet. I kind of.
Let's talk about Loaded Wiener though, bro. I know you got into that. When did that? How'd that start?
Loaded Wiener, man. Loaded Wiener turned up first. It was supposed to be just me marketing for a restaurant that was in that location. It was a Chinese spot. They served like ramen bowls and they served like sushi burritos. And my boy owned it. He was like, yo, Luciano, I want you to come market. Like, can you help me out? He's a solid dude. I've known him for years. He's a multimillionaire. This is just kind of just like one of his like tax write-off shit.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck about that shit. I was like, I got you. This is another bag in my pocket. I got it. Say less. Let's make this happen. And I'm very competitive and I love to see shit that's not working and make it work. Gotcha. That's just always been in me. That's like, I'm gonna make it happen, you know? I like actually this crazy thing. I like taking L's because I rather like I know I'm gonna accomplish this shit. I know it's gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? Fucking even when it comes to cooking, trying to fucking make some fucking pasta and it fails. All right, I'm gonna try again. But back to the restaurant. I tried the food, fucking on point. Everything was delicious, but it was just the location where it was at and the type of food just wasn't something that everybody's gonna eat every day. You know, how many times could you eat a burrito of sushi?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's probably like a once or twice. Even if you love sushi, it's probably once or twice a month. So, I told him I was like, and I was being very honest, being straight up. I was like, bro, it's not gonna work. Like I'm just letting you know. Like ramen's good, the sushi's good, everything, but like I wouldn't go back.
How long did he have it for?
He had it for a while. I want to say at least a year, at least minimum. You know,
so he wasn't losing money though. He was maintaining.
He was maintaining, but he just wasn't happy. And then he's like, well, what are your ideas? Like, what do you have? And I was like, let me come up with some shit, and I'll hit you back up. And right away, right when I kind of got told that, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to have a restaurant. I literally said it to myself. Wow. I'm about to have a fucking restaurant because I know this guy believes in me, and he's gonna like, I gotta be professional.
Yeah.
I could easily text him, oh, what about this idea? No. I literally went to the drawing board. My oldest sister, shout out to my oldest sister, she actually just became one of the directors for Disney. All of Disney. There's 25 directors, and my sister's one of them. So salute to my sister.
That's what's up,
so homegirl killing it, and I was like, yo, there's a possibility I might open a restaurant. Like, out of these two things, because it has to go with my lifestyle too. What can I provide? What would I do? She's like, and obviously be Mexican. I was like, tacos or hot dogs. And she was like, all right, cool. Send me the location. My sister created a whole fucking whole PowerPoint.
Oh, dope.
Locations, what businesses are around. What's succeeding at this restaurant? What is there any other hot dog restaurants? Is there any taco restaurant? Yeah, and we literally broke it down like that. So salute to my sister, and she told me, you know, she asked me, she fucking interrogated me like, what do you want to do? How would you do it? Are you available? Are you not available? So cool. We came up with it, and then knowing my like sense of humor, she was like, what would you call it? Like right away, she's like, you know, name it your name or something. I was like, no, I want to stay away from my name because there's motherfuckers that hate me that are not going to go show support, you know what I mean, just because of my name. And I was like, man, I don't know. And it already had like the setup of like a Subway. So pretty much I got to keep everything in there. And like in my mindset, this is what I guess. I manifested it. And I was like, Loaded Wiener, where you get your wiener loaded. And I joked about saying that. And she was like, and I was thinking my sister's going to be like, shut the fuck up. She was like, yo. What the fuck? Like,
that's it,
that hits. Because of our idea of how we were gonna go about it. Like I took pictures of the whole building. Yeah. And then so I brought a business meeting with like I said, one of my mentors and one of my business partners and everything. And I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm gonna do it, and this is how I know we're gonna succeed. He was like, cool, say less, it's yours. And I was like, fuck.
He said it's yours.
He's like, it's yours. I was like, you're fucking right. He's like, but I don't want to be a part. Like I don't want to touch it. That's all on you though. I was like, oh, say less even more. So we did our thing and then created a Loaded Wiener, man. And I started off with 3 hot dogs. Obviously, I started off with the create your own. So I got beef, 100% beef. I got Wagyu. To the people that ask what's Wagyu, when you go to these Maple and Ash, an expensive restaurant, it's expensive steak,
It's like a
but in a
Japanese steak,
fucking hot dog. So it's expensive. It's a $15 hot dog, just throwing it out there because it's expensive to buy. I got it's called the Home Wrecker. It's a 10-inch beef. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you're stupid. But I also got vegan because there's a lot of but you don't have no vegan. I got vegan, and then and then I got halal beef because I have a lot of friends that are Muslim. Halal, so they can't eat regular beef. They gotta eat halal. It's the way that it's still same thing as beef. It's just the way that they raise the animal and they slaughter the animal and prayed over it. So nobody has any excuse not to fucking come.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
nobody has an excuse. And then so once you pick your hot dog, I got 3 types of buns. I got the traditional, which is I get it from a bakery, Mexican bakery in the hood. They bake it every fucking day, so it's fresh, super soft bread. I'll even put people on when I just want to get the bread. I got you. Here, go from anybody can go. I got the jumbo where you can fit 2 hot dogs in one big ass bun. It's literally like a fucking foot long. And then I got the poppy seed because I have a Chicago hot dog. The next step is I have 20 toppings. You can literally put anything on top of a hot dog, like from onions, what the fuck, onions, tomatoes, relish, Chicago relish, jalapenos, banana peppers, fucking, what else do I have? I have fucking bell peppers. I have pickles. I have everything. Sauteed onions. I got sauteed mushrooms. I got all of obviously the toppings, as far as ketchup, mustard, sour cream, ranch. People put some crazy shit on their fucking hot dogs. Barbecue sauce. Everything, yeah. So that's just to make it. And all you're paying for is the type of hot dog. Because people be like, I can only pick 2 or 3. No. Many as you can fit on a fucking hot dog,
Dope.
Yeah, that's that. And then also we have the staple hot dogs, which is a Sonoran. That's the #1 seller. That's the average Mexican hot dog you would see. The street dog, which is really truly known as the LA dog, but we in Phoenix. So, you would see out of a Dodgers game.
Yeah, like a Dodger dog or whatever.
The bell peppers, jalapeno on the side. I make that. That's our second place. I got the Chicago. I got the chili cheese. I got the loaded Q.
Chili cheese sounds
That's just how he said chili cheese. I forgot about that shit.
Bro, I'm telling you. So I got it all, man. And like I said, it's dope. And like I said, going back to how it makes sense for me is I'm in the club scene. I'm up late. People are wanting to eat and drink and all this shit. Well, not drink, eat late. I'm open till 3 a.m. So Fridays and Saturdays, I'm open till 3 a.m. So when you get out the club, I'm open till 3. Obviously, I got the music going. I got the vibes. People are coming through and doing their thing. And, I'll see people out like a marketing person would do. Hey, come eat afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, I might give 1 hot dog away for free, but you're going to bring like 10 people and and make my money back quick. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that loaded Wiener. And it's about to be my 1-year anniversary, September 16th. One of the most stressful. I cried. Fucking how stressful that shit was just to get it like how I wanted it.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
One of the most, I even, no lie, and nobody even knows this, I even had a patch because I was fucking stressed because I was like, what the fuck? Money was coming in. It was successful. People were coming, but I just shit happens. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you hire really, really good employees. You got to make sure, you could trust them because I'm not free all the time. I can't be there to live it. I'm on my cameras, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean? You just got to make sure you got the right people because, and I step back and think when I used to work at Wingstop, I didn't give a fuck if that shit was fried or not or if that shit was a little burnt. It's not my business. I'm here to get my check. So then now I'm like, if this, like one of my employees, I'm not going to say his name, made a shitty ass hot dog to a very important person. And
damn.
And they're like, Luciano, like, it was good, but like, I was like, oh shit, my bad. Come back. It's on me. I made it obviously the way I wanted it. And then they're like, oh, way, way better. I was like, yeah, I fired that guy as well. I had to because he was just, and I asked him, I was like, why is this? Well, it was missing like 3 things. And he was just lazy. Yeah. So I was like, nah, you know what I mean? So that's what sucks. You got to make sure you get the quality people. And it's a hit or miss. You'll never know. You know what I mean? We've all had bad days. And maybe he was going through some shit, but.
So what do you think the most stressful part about running a restaurant? Because, a lot of people have ideas about opening restaurants, but I've always heard from people, some friends that own restaurants before, that it's a tough business.
For sure.
Especially
when you don't have the experience.
Exactly.
I was a club promoter. Slapping booty cheeks over here on bitches. Now I'm over here slinging wieners.
And now you
for real though.
Sound about right. It add up.
Hey, overall, from Van Buren too. That's the funny thing. Like, if you know about Van Buren in general, no matter where.
I heard after midnight that shit's crazy.
That's crazy for real.
I
Fuck.
heard some shit.
So what do you think the most stressful thing is, bro? Is it dealing with the drunk people, or like is
you know,
it
we
like,
get it here and there. You know, that's why I love to be there on Fridays. Like I said, I got my event, so I can't stay there. But I mean, I'll like tonight, right? I'm gonna open up at 7:00. We're gonna get that shit open at 8, prepping and all that, and then I'm gonna be there till 11. I'm gonna go to my club, which is walking distance to Monarch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there till about 1:30, and then I'm gonna walk my happy ass back, and then I'm gonna be there till 3. I think the fact that I'm there, majority of people know who I am, so they respect me and they just show love. But you got the motherfuckers like I'm off camera. No, it's fine. There's a motherfucker that came in drunk, and I have like, you know, the sneeze guard and all that, and I was on the register, and I had my cooks and everything. Drunk as fuck, bro. Slapped the shit out of my sneeze guard and was like, looked at me. So I was like, does he know me? Does he not? And because I wasn't even in the area of the make.
Oh, and he looked at
to
you?
the left.
Okay.
He's like, make me a sandwich. And I was like, first of all, you should never ever tell another grown ass man to make you anything, first of all. And then I was like, what? And then he was like, make me a sandwich. I was like, oh, bro, we don't sell. Obviously, you know, I had it packed. Like, people were there. So I was like, the fucking hood in me wanted to just slap the shit out of this motherfucker. But the business owner was like, hey, be respectful, cool. All right. I was like, hey, bro, we don't make sandwiches. I was like, we make hot dogs. Well, make me a hot dog. I was like, we'll get in fucking line. And that's when it was like, we'll get in line. Because there was a long line, you know? And him not knowing that I had 4 homies from the hood right here. I had 2 security guards at the clubs that know me here. Like, you will get fucked up without even me even having to go over there. Like, and his boy was like, I'm sorry, bro. I was like, no, you good? I was like, you know, you good? Just, you know, I'm not going to serve him, bro. He's a dick. You know, I don't know what the fuck happened. I guess he got beat up earlier, but he ended up taking his like pants down or trying to, you know, we sagged, don't get me wrong, but he like his pants, I have the fucking video. It went below his knees and he had like a big scratch. I was like, and I said it, I was like, oh, you must have already got fucked up. Like somebody already must have fucked you up. And his boy looked at me and he was like, yeah, bro, we got until 5. I was like, all right, bro, like pick your fucking pants up. You're in the restaurant. There's women right here. You know what I mean? You like get out of here. So, you know, that was the only, multiple, but like not like, it's not like crazy. That was probably the worst. You know what I mean? There was a guy yelling at his woman. Like, I thought he was going to hit her. And I was like, yo, you guys gotta take that shit outside, please. I'm sorry. I didn't know who she was. And he was mad and he was like, come on, let's go. And she was like, I'm so sorry, Luciano. I was like, fuck, this motherfucker's gonna think, you know what I mean? Because you never know. You're in a heated argument with your girl, and then like, I did not know who she was. And she, I'm so sorry for causing the stress. And he looked at her and was like, oh, you know him? And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I don't know who you guys are, but you guys need to go outside. I'm sorry, go, get out. And then they left respectfully, but it's just, you just never know, man. But that stresses you, you know what I mean? Like that, that's like, fuck, what if they come back and just start shooting up the place? You just never know. Motherfuckers be jealous over stupid shit. But yeah, just in general, we deal with the drunk people, but not too much. There is a lot of homeless in downtown. I try to be as respectful as possible. There's some that do got money. I'm gonna go ahead and if they don't smell, if they got a shirt on and shoes, I'm gonna let them eat. Do their thing. I'm gonna just make sure we clean the tables and chairs very nice. Water, it's hot as fuck. A lot of them, their brains are getting fried. If they bring a cup or water, I'm gonna let them get some water. Like any type of thing, I'm gonna let them get water. Like, go ahead, it's free, it's whatever. Out of respect, you know, I'm a human being. They're a human being. Who knows what they're going through? But once they, you know, you got some motherfuckers recently.
Just trying to cross the line.
Somebody threw a rock at my window last Sunday. It broke. 9 a.m. on a Sunday. Nobody's there. I have no clue who he was. Never seen him in my life. But it wasn't targeted to me. It was like 6 or 7 windows throughout the city were broken. So it just sucks because that puts you back $1,900. It's like, fuck,
Definitely.
now, like, for what reason, you know? Even me calling the police, obviously you have to file a report. The alarm goes off and all that shit. You can't get away with it, you know? But it's just, man, it is what it is. And there's going to be new things. And, you know, shout out to all the celebrities that have shown love to me when they come into my city. They don't have to come, but they come show love. And
I think that's perfect placement, bro. You're right next to the club.
Right
and
there.
you are in
downtown.
that business already.
Sure.
So it's like,
That's
it was
lit,
like,
bro.
that was,
and that was like my biggest thing. I was like, I'm going to fucking like, this is why I'm going to make it work. This is why it's going to kill.
that was meant to happen.
Yo, for sure. And even like the location, like if it was up to me, I kind of would have had it more closer to like where the clubs are at, you know, like where like the basketball games are at and all that. Because you got to think of the people that walk. Because it's like 5 minutes walking, you know, like First Ave and Van Buren, not too many people. Yeah, you got like the Van Buren, you got like Crescent Ballroom and the Federal Building, but like it would have been more, if it was up to me, more closer. But I mean, we're doing good for what we're doing right now. Across the street, they're building the big plaza, ASU, like 30-story dorms and shit. So we got all the construction workers. So that's why I keep telling people, I'm like, that building's getting built off fucking loaded Wiener, because these motherfuckers be at 10
Oh,
o'clock in the morning.
yeah,
10 o'clock in the
yeah.
morning, they be fucking there, bro. Like there's a dude that eats like 4 hot dogs in one sitting. He's fucking crazy, bro. So shout out to all the construction
Bro, I
workers.
saw you had like you do like a hot dog eating
Oh
contest or
yeah,
what?
hot dog eating contest.
That's funny, bro.
On National
Joey
Hot-
Chestnut over there.
Yeah, I know, right? National Hot Dog Day, we had a hot dog eating contest. A motherfucker ate 17 hot dogs. 17 hot dogs. And we hooked him up though. Like we got a fish, it was a $700 belt I got from like one of the China like hardcore like WWE belts. It said Loaded Wiener Champ. We hooked him up with some literally $600 Peso Pluma tickets, which Peso Pluma is like Drake right now for the Mexicans. Some tickets. We got him some merch and some other shit. But yeah, 17 hot dogs. And I really want to do
How many
another
people
one.
competed in that?
Six people.
Damn.
So one dude threw up. One dude ate like 4 and got up. He couldn't do more. Another guy ate 11. One dude ate 13. They were fucking some hot dogs.
They were
up.
showing out.
They were there.
showing out.
Yeah, they were getting that shit. So
You
shout
about
out
to run
them.
that back or what? You gotta run that back. That
I'm
sounds like a
telling
cool
you,
event.
man,
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
if we like I said, the 1 year anniversary is gonna be the 16th, I believe, for right now. September 16th is my 1 year, but it's a Saturday, so I might do it. But if not, the following weekend, around there, one of those things. For sure, we're gonna have the DJ. We'll have Power 98.3 come out. We'll have DJs. We'll have anniversary shirts to give out. I think that day I'm probably gonna do like dollar hot dogs just to show love, but still have like the legit. You could get whatever you want.
Yeah, dope.
Out of respect, because I mean, a lot of people don't make it in that area of restaurants.
Yeah.
Like they told me a lot of people like they're like, oh, congrats, your 1 year's coming up. Like, oh shit, like pretty much
that's
saying
fire.
like
That's
you
love.
weren't gonna make it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
thanks, appreciate you. But it's like it goes back to always trying to put people on. It's like, man,
You should have like vendors
promote.
pull up, bro.
Oh yeah, always. Here and there, I'll have like a dessert vendor, a girl that makes mini pancakes,
Nice.
or like makes like little like chamoy, like chips and shit like that. Yeah, here and there, I'll show love.
Nice.
But yeah, man, like I said, I always tell people just market your shit. I think I'm one of the most annoying people on social media when it comes to my businesses, but you gotta be like that. You gotta market that shit. You gotta put it out there. You know what I mean? People already know my hours, but still I'm gonna say it because every day I get new followers. So they're probably like, who's this guy? What do you do? And what's up with it? So I always remind them, even if you feel like you're fucking annoying, at the end of the day, being annoying is gonna feed you. It's gonna give you.
Shit, I'm in your ear.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm in your
for
ear.
real. Like
I'm in your ear
like, for
regardless.
real,
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm telling you, like it's funny because I'll get messages like, we know it's open from, and girls will literally like,
So
we
we
know
know,
it's open
yeah.
from 8 to 3 and make sure you come, and they'll say exactly what I say. I'm like, good, you fucking remember. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Good.
Yeah.
That means, you know what I mean?
I
So,
It's like them
you.
dumbass commercials that you can just recall that
Like,
they ain't
you
even
already
playing.
know
You
it.
know.
Yeah, you know.
like that back in the day, there was like a jewelry store on like Coma and Scottsdale Road, and like you would always remember the fucking
Yeah,
number.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've never been there, but I know that fucking
But I
commercial.
know it though.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
This is
so
how it
is
goes.
it? I didn't hear. Is it every day? I know you said 8 to 3, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
Friday, Saturday.
That's Fridays and Saturdays. So Monday through Thursday, I'm open from 10 in the morning until 8 p.m.
Gotcha.
So I close out because after, I mean, you
That's
got to
like
think
the
about it, it's hot
construction
dogs,
workers. I
man.
get
Yeah,
you.
construction workers, people
Yep.
going to lunch, and
Okay.
then in reality, hot dogs are for like lunch, quick lunches, and when you're drunk.
Yeah.
So not everybody's gonna get dressed fresh and go eat some hot dogs
Yeah,
at
yeah,
7
yeah.
p.m.
Yep.
So I'm open till 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, like I said, and then Fridays I do 10 in the morning until 2 p.m. I close down, and then I reopen 8 p.m. until 3 in the morning. Saturdays close all day, 8 p.m. until 3 in the morning, and then Sundays I'm closed.
Fire. There
And
you
we're
go.
on, like I said, DoorDash. We're on Uber Eats.
Drop the
you know what I mean?
location, bro.
Man,
What's
I'm
the
telling you.
location?
First
First
Ave and Van
I
Buren.
need to go. Like
Phoenix.
I said, I be seeing
Phoenix,
that. I be
downtown
seeing that
Phoenix.
shit on my IG. Like
Yeah,
for
and like I
sure.
said, you
need
can
to
create
pull
it your
up.
own way. You know,
That
we got
shit's
French fries, salsa papas, which is pretty much like a loaded fry. You can put
Oh,
any.
dope. You got
can
fries
put,
too?
Yeah, we
Oh,
got French
fries?
fries. Crinkle,
Oh,
crinkle cut
shit.
fries. They're
Oh,
very
yeah.
important. In and out, I'm coming for you. Your fries. suck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Hey, no, you
Might
should
have
see
to
how many of these
fly.
people's faces when I say crinkle cut, because they're like, you have fries? I'm like, yeah, I got crinkle cut fries. They're like, what
No
the fuck?
word.
'Cause
Like
those hit
that
different.
shit
Yeah,
hit
those are
like,
different, bro.
Like, you
Throw
feel
some
me?
cheese on it, or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some,
we got nacho cheese. We got chili
Yeah.
cheese. Like I said, yeah, you can
I
make
need
it
that
anywhere.
chili
Cheddar
cheese dog for
cheese.
sure. I need.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
pepper jack cheese. We got it all, man. I'm telling you. I got onion rings too. And then I'm gonna be bringing. I know soon I'm gonna be bringing bratwurst or sausage links. And then I'm also gonna be bringing like jalapeno poppers and fried pickles. I'm a big pickle fan.
How many people you got working there, bro?
Yeah,
Had it, like
right
a shift.
now, like
A shift.
yesterday's shift, it was 3 people. So one on the getting ready for the hot dogs. I like shit to be fresh.
Okay.
So I don't want to over make food and have that
Yeah.
shit sitting there because it's always gonna be steamed and cooking.
served or-
But I have that, and then I have a guy in the middle or a girl sometimes making like what you want, and then I have the cashier.
Gotcha.
So 3 at max 3.
People,
Sometimes in the
okay.
morning it's me and another person, 2 people. So Yeah, man, it works. It's
And
cool.
then do you want to? Would you share like how many people total like you got working there?
Yeah.
Because like you got to be prepared for people
Yeah,
to
yeah,
call
for
off.
sure.
You know what I'm
One,
saying?
two,
So how's it?
three. Right now I have 6.
6? Okay.
Six, yeah.
Well, 6, and you can run a
6,
successful.
yeah, for sure. 6.
Dope.
At one point, bro, I'm telling you, there was one time, I think last Saturday, my cook passed out. He literally, like, I was at the fights. My sister covered for me. Shout out to my sister. My man, I'm blessed to have the family I have. She covered for me so I can take my pops to the boxing matches. She calls me. She's an ICU nurse. She's like, yo, your fucking cook passed out. I was like, what? There's a young kid. He just had like heat exhaustion. He just passed out. He wasn't drinking enough water. And she's like, I'm by myself. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, cool. Like, she's like, finish the fights. Do what you got to do. So right away, dropped off my pops at the crib. Went back to the restaurant. And then it was me and her working for a little bit. And she had to work at 4 a.m. So I was like, you go home. I had to go to my club event. So we had another person come in real quick. And it's not like it's consistently busy.
Yeah.
And then I know he had to go home at 1 o'clock. So from 1 to 3, I was by myself, which was
Yeah.
cool though.
Yeah.
I loved it because I already knew what I got to do.
Yeah,
I
you
already
know,
prepped it. I'm like,
best.
hey, let me make 10 hot dogs with bacon wrap. Let me make 10 regular ones. Let me have all the like everything ready, the buns.
Yeah.
So when
Exactly.
people come, like
It's
straight to
already
business.
there.
What the
Boom,
fuck do you
boom,
want? Let's
boom,
get it.
boom.
And then I didn't leave until like 5:30 in the morning because I was cleaning by myself, obviously
Yeah.
mopping, making sure I could have been lazy and be like, I'll do it tomorrow.
I'm done.
But man, it's
That's fire, man.
it's a good feeling to just
up,
like.
bro?
That's why when you wake up, make your fucking bed. Because when you come home, you're gonna be like, oh, hell yeah, like comfortable as fuck. Take a
Hell
shower.
yeah.
Make sure you take a shower too. Just thank you ass.
So damn, so you personally go in and work there?
Oh
too?
yeah. Like I'm
shit.
gonna go right now.
That's
Like
what's up.
like I said, I'm gonna go right now, and I'm gonna be there for a couple of hours. I'm there every day. Every day besides Sundays, like I said. I'm there every day. I don't mind making it. People are like, why are you cooking? Can't you? One, I'm saving money.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't need to get 6 more people to work when I can do it myself.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing too. Especially it's in summer. Summer restaurants are hard. That's why I'm very, man, when I say like, I kind of want to stunt and be like, yeah, I made it my first summer, but I'm humble myself and be like, yeah, let's keep it going. Let's double what we did. And that's why I'm blessed, man. I'm telling you. So anybody that wants to get into the restaurant business, make sure you pick what you want, because I can imagine, shout out to all like those seafood places that have to throw away food that don't sell, that is so expensive, bro.
Hell
like
yeah.
so expensive. Like, and I'm telling you, I don't get cheap hot dogs either. Like my hot dogs, like I could easily grab the 21-cent hot dog. Nah, you gotta go for the taste. I've tasted every single fucking hot dog, like Nathan's. I've tasted all the Costco ones. Like, literally, it was like,
Costco ones.
I sat
Yeah,
down when
right.
we opened. Yeah, they fine. I sat down with my mom, my dad, my sister, 3 other people that had no clue what was going on, just to get everybody's like taste buds.
Opinion.
Exactly.
And we tasted with just the hot dog by itself, with the hot dog and bun, and ketchup,
Dope.
because I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Bro, it's all about
Perfect it.
quality,
Yeah.
man.
That's what's up.
It's all
bro.
about
Like,
quality. Yeah, you
that's
had
what's
to be,
up. I
bro.
fucks with that,
Yeah,
bro.
I'd
That's
rather
what's
throw away
up.
like grilled onions if I see it kind of like, oh, it looks a little brown. I'll throw that shit away, cut up another onion. What is it really to me? To like, it's $25 a big ass bag. I'd rather have fresh fucking onions than
Yeah.
have somebody eating on some stale shit. Because you already know, you eat one time at a restaurant that's not good, or like the fries were cold, or you're never gonna go back.
It's
You're
gonna
not-
fuck you up.
It's
yeah,
gonna fuck you up. Like we all go back to In-N-Out because In-N-Out burgers are on point, right? Their fries suck.
Their
I don't-
fries is trash.
Their fries suck. Yeah, well, I'll still get the animal style fries, and then I'll take that fork and
You
I'll
have
put
to
it.
do animal
I'll put it,
fries.
and it's just that one big ass chunk.
Chunk,
And you eat it,
yeah, that's it.
Bro.
and then you throw away the rest. It's like, you know what I
Bro,
mean?
their
But we go
fries
back
is
because of
terrible.
burgers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the burgers.
But
But
they be
that's just
slapping.
how it goes, bro. And like marisco spots, if it tastes bad, you're gonna eat it, or you get sick once. Oh, that's the last thing I fucking
Fuck,
need.
yeah, you're
Oh, Luciano, I
fucked.
got sick from loaded wiener. Well, okay, well, fuck. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how did you get sick? Like, let's hear it. Like, and that's our question, because you get people that are haters. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I ordered some food, and this is the funniest thing. I ordered some food on Sunday. That shit got me sick. I had to go to the hospital. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about that. We're closed Sunday. What the fuck you talking about? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So that's just how it goes, man. So like I said, you're always gonna have haters. I always tell people that, no matter what you do, whether it's a clothing brand, whether you fucking want to start a salon, whether you want to do, true story, I'm gonna create a business. I already bought the LLC, Luciano's Lashes. I'm gonna do a vending machine for these fucking females. I want to just put them cheap ass lashes on, and they're like $5 a pop. To me, I profit like $3K if I sell out those things.
Yeah.
Luciano's Lashes.
Fire,
Remember I
vending
said that.
machine.
Coming
A
soon,
vending
bitches.
machine? That's
Yeah,
hard, bro.
you gotta be
That's
straight
what's
up. Yeah. But yeah, put your heart to it.
All right,
Anything you
man.
do.
We about to wrap it up. But I gotta ask this last question real
Say
quick,
it.
bro. What city got the baddest females, man?
Man, city
like
got
I
the
know
Luciano
this.
knows
I feel
best,
like
so
I
we
know
gotta
As far
hear
as
it.
Arizona or just
No. Yeah.
Nah, we talking global.
Yeah, global.
Some of the most beautiful women I have personally seen. Gonna be crazy, and I'm not trying to copy, but maybe it was just that weekend. Denver, Colorado has some very beautiful women.
What the fuck?
Crazy,
You
right?
said what?
Crazy as fuck. but I'm gonna have to give it to Orange County, California.
Cali.
Some would say
Orange
LA,
County.
some would say LA, but I feel like those bitches are too bougie, doing the most. Like, cause if you don't get them a table at Poppy, they fucking tripping. But Orange County, I have seen. Shout out to my brothers at OC Day Party. I've gone back literally so many times, 21 to 22, because my guys throw the event. On top of that, the bitches want to go to their table. So I'm that eighth friend on the tour bus, like Drake.
He's the eighth friend.
Y'all know him.
Yeah. So shout out to the OC Day Party, OMJ, Grubs,
Stay
Ali, Badabon. But yeah, man,
Oh, man.
I don't know. That's just me personally. I really don't travel like that too crazy. I'm sure there's some beautiful women in Miami. There's some beautiful women in New York,
bro, everywhere.
Chicago. My lady lives in Chicago, and we were talking about it. We went to some clubs. I really didn't see a lot of pretty girls in Chicago.
I could see that.
I really didn't. And then she was cool with it because she was like, "Oh, who do you think's pretty here?" And I was like, "Oh, none." And I'm not even trying to be cute. I'm just being honest. I don't think there's really that many pretty girls, you know. And we club hop. We were active. So because girls are gonna be the most dressed up at the club. So that's when you're gonna see
them
them
looking their best.
But yeah, we got some also beautiful Latinas in Arizona. Some beautiful women in general. Just don't sleep on Phoenix. I feel like we got some very beautiful women.
We right next to Cali. I promise.
I'm telling you, and a lot of them can't
bigger than Cali.
Hey, they can't afford that penthouse in downtown LA, so they come to Arizona.
They coming right here in North Phoenix.
Oh yeah, North Phoenix too.
Paradise Valley vibes. Come on.
Hey, look, man, I got to give a shout out to Cyclone Pods, though, real quick. If you guys want to tap in on their website, they have nicotine-free pods. So, cyclone.com, use the code wins and losses. You'll get 10% off. These things do slap. They're pretty fat. They shipped out a whole case. Nas, you fuck with them, right?
Fuck with them.
These are fire, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, nicotine free, get your mind straight. Tap in right there. But we appreciate you sliding through, Luciano. Man, it was cool chopping it up with you, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. Anything you want to say to the camera last, man?
Nah, like as always, man. Appreciate you guys. This was dope podcast. Make sure everybody gives them a follow. Like I said, all of my businesses, whether it's Saturdays at Monarch Theater, you need a table, I'm the plug. Whether it's Loaded Wiener and you want to put a wiener in your mouth, I got you. Or you just, want to rock a brand called Who Hurt You because you're tired of people being hurt. Appreciate you guys for the love and support. And thank you guys, man. Much success your way,
Hey,
Definitely.
and make sure if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Don't forget to check out our OnlyFans. That's where we still will continue to post those fire episodes of, them ladies doing their thing. Hey, he ain't capping, man. We got some fire on there, bro. Tap the link in the below if you try to see some crazy shit. But going forward, we are going to have some content like this. Trying to put Arizona on the map, man. It's growing. Everyone's wanting to move here. Get the fuck up out of it. No,
Get the fuck up out of here.
Nah. Keep coming. We fuck with it. And until next week's episode, y'all. Peace.